Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to my nightly educational videos. The education in these videos is the art of technical analysis and how to apply that to markets moving forward. And if you've been watching me long enough, I'm pretty damn good at that art, aren't I? I mean, how about this Omni these last few weeks? Wow. Killing the markets for us, just killing the markets for us. Whether we get filled or not, the call is right. When we do get filled, it's been a profitable trade. Thank you, Omni. Thank you. So far, so good. Now, there's a lot of risk involved, and we don't always win, and you've got to put stops in, before you enter into a trade. Please know that you can lose way more than you think. You can lose more than you have parked in your trading accounts if you get into futures the wrong way, getting short. If you're naked short options, you can end up in deficit here. So please know that this isn't for everybody. But there's a lot of great traders out there that are taking advantage of this massive volatility, and you should too. If you want to learn how to do that, just hang out with me. I've got a free trading room. It's live at all times. Cost you nothing, no credit cards, no nonsense. Just hang out with me at livewithoscar.com. Find your way to Omni Chat. It's absolutely free, and you can spend your days and nights in a live trading room that I head up every day. What is on this board? So, this is video number 2095. It is for trading on Wednesday night through Thursday, April 30th, 2020. On the board, the Omni says continue to buy dips in the Russell and the E-mini S&P, and we will absolutely do that because, boy, has Omni been right. Traders, I have been telling you this in video after video because many of you tell me the market is wrong and what the Fed did is wrong and what you see as the market goes up, it's overbought. Listen, rule number one, traders, the market is always right. Rule number two, if the market seems wrong to you, please refer to rule number one. The market is right. What you see before your eyes is right. Whether it's right to you or not doesn't make a difference. Whether you think it's right, whether your summation of all the news that comes at you and this corona thing and what it's going to mean from the Fed adding $9 trillion, no matter what you think the market should do, whatever it does do, it's right. You know what I'm saying? It's all we get. So don't tell the market it's wrong. Listen to it. Be a chart whisperer like I am and follow what it says. Don't fight the market and certainly don't fight the Fed. Rule number one, the market is always right. Rule number two, if you think the market seems wrong, please refer back to rule number one. Now, before we get into the topics on the board, traders, there is a vicious rumor that Vegas is opening up again on May 21st. If that's the case, I will hold an Omni Camp here live in Las Vegas for only 3 of you. That is all I'm allowing out here. There will be corona contingencies. We've got all sorts of contingencies in place. You must be in driving distance. Only taking 3 of you. You must be in driving distance. Nobody's getting on a plane and coming here. There will be social distancing while you are here. There will be constant disinfecting of the quarters you live in and the office we work in. You will never see each other at your living quarters unless you choose to do that. They are completely separated. That is how I will run this Omni Camp. I am telling you now, I'm only choosing 3 of you, and that's it. It should happen if they open us up right after May 21st. And here's why I want to do it right away. If this experiment of opening us up doesn't work and they close us down again, I might not be able to invite you out here for an Omni Camp for another year. I don't know how long the shutdown will be. So if they're going to open up, let's force a quick Omni Camp, but only 3 of you with complete social distancing between us, and I will make sure that we are all safe. Now, I will accept applications to this Omni Camp. It should happen right at the end of May. I will accept applications up until Sunday evening. Today is Wednesday evening. You can come to livewithoscar.com, fill out your Omni Camp applications. I will accept them till Sunday. Then I'll start calling each and every one of you. I will only qualify 3 of you for this round of Omni Camp. Markets are going berserk. The Omni is killing it. I will teach this to you, only 3 of you, but you're going to have to fill out your Omni Camp applications, and you must be within driving distance of Las Vegas. Traders, I'm offering that to you. Only 3. Take advantage of it because believe me, they're going to go quick and I may not be able to do this again for quite some time if they shut us back down. Now let's move on to markets. Chart Masterpiece is doing its job, baby. I came out in front of this camera around, I don't know, sometime around March 23rd, last week of March. And I showed you something amazing on Chart Masterpiece and said if this holds, we've got some kind of a bottom, temporary or more. Bottom is in if this holds for now. Chart Masterpiece has done its job so far. I will show you that chart. Meanwhile, for short-term day trading, E-mini S&P Russell look good to buy dips. We'll do that if we can get filled. I brought you a few stocks in the last few videos. I brought you Shopify, SHOP. I brought you Facebook, FB. And I brought you Sherwin-Williams, SHW. All 3 of them have done really, really well. And now, Chipotle looks interesting to me. CMG, I'll show you that chart as well. Traders, make sure you join me at livewithoscar.com in that live free trading room. I will be there at all times. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, E-mini S&P weekly bar chart. I brought this to your attention around the week of March 23rd. I showed you, I said, look, we haven't seen my big on averages get challenged since 2009. Here we are again at those averages. So this is either a death knell or the magic bullet. We're going to find out soon, but I presented this to you when we were down here around this date. And I said, you know, markets are always right. If the market holds, we've got a bottom. At least short term, if not long term, this should be a bottom if it holds, especially if we get back above the 200 ball moving average. Here's where we were, and this is what happened since. I mean, come on, kids. That is absolutely correct technical analysis. I don't care how wrong you think the market is. While you look at this, this is right because it's the market, and the market's always right. So, since then, we got above the 200, checked, and we're challenging the 50 ball moving average. But here's what's interesting. The parabolics have kicked in. Boom, we got a parabolic dot here. Look at all of them up here, pointing to the downside. First parabolic dot we finally got came out yesterday. Boom, it showed up yesterday. And we're moving towards the 50. We get above that, we'll be back to all-time highs in no time here at all, kids. So far, Chart Masterpiece is doing its job. Now, of course, this experiment with a few of our states opening up and testing to see if we go back to work, if Corona spreads and they shut us down again, this will not look like that anymore. It'll be all the way down here. But if this experiment works, the chart is telling us that the experiment will work. We're going to leave Corona behind us and just keep on going, kids. I'm telling you, so far so good. Facebook, I showed you this chart when we were here, and I said, look, these guys, they're challenging Zoom. Not downplaying Zoom at all whatsoever, but I think that's smart for Facebook, which should go higher. Now, Facebook moved from like somewhere around 180 all the way to 196 so far. You know that last chart I just showed you, by the way, if you think the market's wrong, the low of that chart was 2174, and we have traded up to 2859. If you think that's wrong, kids, you don't understand how this works. Back to Facebook. Now, Facebook looks good so far, and if it gets above this channel, a new channel begins. But look, you are above the 200. I showed you Shopify. Now this one, monster. I showed you Shopify when we were here, and I said if it gets above the 50, a big rally comes. It went from 417 all the way up to 665, and that looks like a flag building to me. How about that, kids? What a monster call. Then we looked at this guy, Sherwin-Williams, and I said, that looks pretty flaggy to me, kids. And that went from 497 all the way to 559 so far. So far, so good. Now, this is what we plan on doing for trading on Thursday. E-mini S&P, I want to be a buyer of a dip. When the market comes down to hit a certain level, I want to get long and trade it back up. It looks good on this chart. It's above the 50-ball moving average. We are now above my little trend channel here. I like what I see. Maybe we could challenge the 200-ball moving average on Thursday. Russell 2000 is now above the 50 smartly and heading to the 200, just like you see the S&P. NASDAQ is above it. S&P is near it. Russell is on its way. And where it looks like we're getting above that bull channel, we'll see what happens. It's above the 50. I will buy, once again, a pullback. Get long somewhere and expect a rally. We don't just jump in, we buy pullbacks. And then for trading, I don't know if this will actually take place on Thursday. I just want you to keep your eye on this. Chipotle. This is a bull flag. The Omni likes it. We're above the 200. We're above the 50. The projection off this flag is about 960. Now, that's about, I don't know, 60 bucks from where we are now, somewhere around there. So I'm not so worried about the possibility of this double top. Right here you could see a double top. That's about $60 away, right? $70 away. It's a big trade. This projection goes somewhere up near 960 if that flag works. So keep your eyes on this. If it starts to break out of that flag, that is your projection. We'll deal with something $40 higher, $60 higher when we get there. Okay, traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical reasoning why everything was written on this board, and we went over it. That chart masterpiece looks great. That gives me reasoning to buy Russell and E-mini S&P for trading on Thursday. You've seen what happened with Shop, Facebook, and SHW. Chipotle may be next. Keep your eyes on it. Traders, please like, share, and promote these videos all over the internet for me. Get other people to watch them. This analysis couldn't get any better. And I like helping people out there. Everything we do here is free. I'm just pushing it out. Push it out for me, traders. I'm not picking anyone's pockets here. I'm educating traders around the world so they can feed their families. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to my videos so that you are aware each and every time I get one. Make sure you subscribe now while you're watching this video, and you'll know when the next installment comes out. All right, traders, thank you so much for watching the videos. Don't forget, I'm going to try to blast out a 3-person Omni Camp. May 21st forward is supposed to be our opening date here in Vegas. If that becomes rule, I'll announce the Omni Camp, so fill out your applications this weekend, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will not accept applications past Sunday. Make sure you fill them out. That's for Omni Camp. All right, traders, that's about it for me. I want to go see where the markets are. I hope I got filled. I've got orders in. Maybe during the video we got lucky. Remember to keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help keep those emotions at bay, and believe me, I know that's not going to be easy for you, but try this. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thanks for tuning in. Please put your stops in first and join me at livewithoscar.com. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.